Hey, it's Jason from Bohemia Bees. It's spring here on the eastern shore of Maryland. And as a beekeeper, I can tell you that I've had a couple instances where the bees do what they want to do. It's not always what we want to do. They do what they want to do. This beehive behind me, I can tell you, is going to be an interesting inspection here in the spring. Stay tuned on that video coming up here in a few weeks. In the meantime, we do have a video that we had taken the other day, and it talks a little bit about a weaker hive and how you can bolster that weaker hive. So take a look at this video that's coming up, and in that one there's a really cool outtake at the end that you want to stay watched for. So watch to the end of the video, and make sure you subscribe and hit the alerts button also as well, so you can be alerted when we do this video on the hive behind me. So two good videos coming up. Check them out here on Bohemia Apiary, where beekeeping is definitely more than a hobby. It's an obsession. Hey, it's Jason from Bohemia Bees, and we are checking on some colonies today. We want to show you really quickly what you would do if you have a colony that's a little weaker and you want to bolster it, try to build its volume, what we do here with our colonies on the eastern shore of Maryland. Let's take a look at this hive behind us. Okay, so this is a smaller colony that came through winter, definitely overwintered well. We have a laying queen. We've already established that, done an inspection on them. You can still see some remaining fondant that we left on top of the frames for them to eat. We also have a pollen patty that we're going to put back on there once we do this. But we've taken the colony and identified that it really only has two, maybe 2.5, 3 frames of brood. You can judge that by looking at the frames here. There's no bees working here, any of these 4 frames, with exception for these frames. We look at an 80-50 rule when you want to determine if your colony is too big and needs to have more space, and we can show that in another video, but that's how we look at it. So really this colony only has really one solid frame of brood. There's some brood on this side and brood on that side, and they haven't expanded upon that. The workforce is small, and while there is brood, it still has a life cycle of 21 days before it actually has volume of bees. So you need to bolster that in the near term until it gets to that point. One way to do that is to take a strong colony. We have a few of those over there, which we pulled a frame of brood out. You see over here, this is a frame of capped brood with a nice nest in the middle, some resources on the side. We shook the bees off of it. There's a few nurse bees that are remaining. They're okay. They won't bother the existing colony. They'll actually help them out because they'll probably adapt right away. But this is a good solid frame. What you want to do is you want to take that and put that right in the middle. Now this has a lot of capped brood on it. There's some few larvae, but primarily capped brood. Why capped brood? Because within the next 2 to 3 days, there's thousands of bees on that one frame that will emerge out. And once they emerge out, they're going to bolster the volume of bees in this colony and allowing to support the jobs that are necessary to grow this colony. So really, it's a quick fix. And this is why I always recommend, if you're a new beekeeper, to have 2 colonies. So you can assess those colonies, and if one is declining and the other one is starting to get larger, then you can pull from the larger one in the early spring or at points in time when you feel you need to kind of help the other one or bolster it with bee volume. Bee volume is the key to success in your colonies, making sure there's enough bees to do all the jobs in the colony, and ensure that they have all the the necessary tasks done within the colony. So that's a quick video, just showing us what we do. Now naturally we're going to close this colony up. We're going to take and put that pollen patty right in the center over that brood nest. Tighten those frames up and close her up. But that's a good way to help a weaker colony get some bees, and we'll come check on this in a few days to make sure that they didn't abandon any of that capped brood. It looks like you can see right now they're starting to move over, and assess that brood, what's needed to be able to help let them emerge out and join the colony. So appreciate everyone watching. Remember, here at Bohemia Apiary, we try to share experiences. These are not prescriptions on how to do things. It's how we do things, as Mike Berry says. So at Bohemia Apiary, beekeeping is definitely more than a hobby. It's an obsession. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hey, it's Jason from Bohemia Bees. We got a quick one for you. It's coming into early spring. We've got our colonies that are starting to boom. A few colonies aren't as strong. Got me in the lip. Yo, Adrian!